On this video I'll be talking about how to customize your trading view. Okay, I have a previous video on how to set up a new trading view account on your PC. I think you want to check out that before continuing this, so let's just get started. So on my browser I just type trading view. Okay, so it has launched. I'll click trading view. Okay, so just be patient a little while for basic things to load. So I talked about the other way to launch the charts on the previous video. You can check that out. So for this one I'll use the other method I talked about. I'll just click markets. So I've clicked markets and I don't want to use the watch list. You can use the watch list. So assuming I click the watch list, just follow closely. Okay, it's just taking some time to load and it doesn't take long. It's just something that is simple. Okay, you might want to place your icon here, like your mouse here, and then it will come up with this icon. Then you can drag this. Exactly, you can drag this, but I don't want to launch the charts or open up from here, so the watch list is not my concern. I will just close it up. So here on this point you have on the search, I want to use USD JPY. This is the chart I want to use. So if you assuming it's not here when you open it, you just simply type USD JPY. Just type it here if you can't find it, but mine is here. So I like to launch my chart using either forex.com or Oando. So that's for forex page. So I've clicked launch charts and it's already taking me the chart. So if you want to know about the other method I talked about, you can check the previous lesson. So for this particular one, I want to press F11 so it can give me a full view of my screen. If you are not comfortable with this kind of view, you can just press F11 again. So that's just it, F11 on your keyboard. Okay, so this is what I have already. I have some markings which I had done before. So but here I can right click. If I right click, let me do it here. I can right click and then it will say remove drawings. Why am I right clicking? I want to remove these markings I've made. So just right click, it will say remove drawings. Then I've cleared my chart. My chart is now clean. Just right click and then now there's no drawing again to remove. That is why you have this. So this is what we have. First I want to talk about how to create templates. So for instance, you have these various bars. So you have this, you have a trend line, you have so many things. I'll talk about them in a bit. So let's start from the trend line. I've talked about time in the previous video. Now your candle here must be candles. Don't use hollow candles, don't use line. I think just use candlestick is good. Indicators, those ones we talk about it later. Bar replay is if you want to back test. Okay, let's do bar replay. So assuming I want to back test, I can just go back and then click this. So once I click this, it has taken me back, and then what I will simply do is that I can be clicking this then for the next candle to form until it gets to the present time. So I can increase, this is the highest 10 times. So this helps you to practice, but for free, because this is a free mode. You can only do that on daily time frame. You cannot do it on a smaller time frame. So what I'll simply do, I can just click this one to bring it to the present. So okay, I think cancelled. So that's for the replay. Okay, then if you want to have a full screen mode, then you can click this, but then you can use escape to return back to this time zone. I've talked about the time zones and all that. So let's go straight and use some of these instruments. So let's say assuming I use this to mark out, this is a trend line and I want to draw a line here. I will hold shift, then left click and drag, shift left click and shift left click and drag. So once I do that, I can customize this in the sense of, in this I can click the line, then to give me these options, I can hold here to bring it down. So I can reduce it to 2. Maybe you're not okay with 3, you can actually reduce it to 1 as well, but let me just do it 2. Click on this setting icon. I can check the box for text, so I can say low or a swing low. So let me say swing low. Once I click swing low, the color is blue. I might want to use black or white so I can see it clearly. So Once you've done that, if you want it to, I want it to be at the, watch this point and see the effect. I want it to be at the bottom. If you want it to be at middle, click middle, but I think I'm okay with it being at the bottom. Then center, or you can as well use right, but I'm okay with center. You can as well click bold to bold it. Then now this visibility is on various time frame when it's where it's you want it to appear. If you don't want it to appear on the daily, so this is, we're already on a daily time frame, so maybe you want to remove days, so it's not going to appear on a day. But so you don't need to do much here. I think those places are not your concern for now. It's okay. So we're on text and we've affected this text, so I can just say okay. So that's it. Then if you want to also save this as a template, just click here and then, okay, let me talk about cloning first. Click these three dots. If you click clone, you have another swing, so under low you can as well bring it here, so you can clone. You can as well also reduce this one, hold shift. If you don't hold shift, it will not be straight, so you can put it up here. That's it. But then if you want to make it a template, just click here, then click this icon. So save drawing template as, let's say, swing low. Sorry. So save as swing low. Sorry about that. Swing low. Okay. So save. So what this thing simply means that if I click this this icon again and then I mark out another line somewhere, once you click, you hold and then drag, but then hold shift. Once you left click on your mouse, you hold it and then drag, but still hold shift as well. So I've marked it. Then I can change the color of this now. So let's say I change the color to yellow, and then I want to use it for this swing high or this for this high. If I click this line again and then come back to this place, I can simply click swing low and it will automatically affect because it's now a template. So that is how you can create templates for your lines. Then you can also left click your mouse and hold if you want to, drag the chart. Remember, this part is the vertical section if you want to shrink the chart, and then if you want to make the chart wide on the horizontal or on the body of the chart, just make it wide. Then this one is just to shrink it. Okay, so we've talked about how to make a template using this trend line. So on the trend line, right click, you see, make this trend line your favorite. I used a ray as my favorite, but I don't really use ray, so I can remove it as well. Make this horizontal line make it a favorite, this horizontal ray favorite, vertical favorite. Do you know why? We'll be working with this oftentimes, and that is why I'm giving you the kind of favorite I use. So now on this fib retracement, okay, so I use this, make it favorite, then the gambles. Okay, I'll talk about how to set up your fib and GAN box on a separate lesson. That will not be necessary for now. You don't need it. Let's just get started. So the arrow marker, your rectangle, yes, make it favorite, then the parts, make it favorite. Then so you can also make your text a favorite. So after making all this a favorite, you just come down here, look at this box. So these are all my favorites. If I should remove anyone, they will go out from the place. This is the rectangle, so you don't need to go back here again to pick them. You can just simply pick them from here. But then if you also want to pick them from here, it's all good. Left node, best node for you. So I'll click this point. I want to work with a rectangle, so click rectangle and then just draw. Left click and draw, to your any point you want to get it to. So let's say I've drawn this rectangle and then I want to change the color on this. I can use this one to change the color to red. You can also use this color to green. So best known to you. Then from this part, you can also want to increase the increase the opacity. So maybe you want the green to be thicker, you can as well work on that. This is blue, so basically use this to just change the color. Okay, so you can come to setting and then you can type let's say Asia. Maybe you want to mark as your Asian section, you can type Asia as a text. you can use it on the top. You see it's now on top. The color, you can change the color to maybe black, and then bold, increase the font to 20. So these are just simple things you can do if you want. So on the style, assuming you want a middle line, so I want you to see this clearly. You want a middle line, so you see there is now a line dividing this. So this part is the center. You can also change the style of the middle line to, let's say, a straight line, any one of your choice. Okay, if there is no border for now, okay, there is a border but the opacity is low. If I increase this, you see, let's say, let me use a white border. See, there is a white border to this now, but let's say black. There's a black border, but I just want to remove the border. Once you take it to 0, there will not be any border attached to this again. Okay, so that's it. So this is it for this box. You can also still reduce this box here. So I can assume I want to save this. Let's say I want to mark out this whole place now. Assume it's on an enter the chart. Okay, let's do a simple. Okay, let's play with this in a simple way. So let me just delete. I can break down to, let's say, 15. This is a daily time frame. I can break down to 15-minute time frame. So now I want to increase this and then reduce this one as well. So Asia is usually the period between 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. That's what I use for my Asia, or 7 p.m. for some person. So let's say I'll use this rectangle. So I'll come down. I'm looking for 7. Okay, this is 7 p.m. I want to start from 8 p.m. So watch this part here. Once you're drawing, watch down. So this is 8:30, 8 p.m. So from 8, I would just click and then drag till, okay, this is 12. I want to stop at 12. I'll just click. So what I'll do, I'll increase it. This is a 15 minutes time frame, so I can work on this. I can bring this to align with the low, and then bring this to align with the high. Okay, yeah, so I can also decide to use a 5 minutes chart. Okay, so now remember, each chart, if it's 5 minutes, each of the bar represents 5 minutes. That's why on the 5 minutes we'll have more candles, and on the 15 minutes we'll have less candles. If we choose 3 minutes now, you see we'll have, or 2 minutes, we'll have many more candle. We'll have many more candle. So this is 3 minutes, we'll have many more candle. So let's go back to 5. So we're on 5 minutes. I can click this chart and then change the color. So I want to change the color to, let's say, yellow, okay, or blue, any color of your choice, best known to you, or orange. So you know what you really want to work with. So then I can click this setting, and then I remove the middle line. So there's no, let me take this here. So there is no middle line again. I don't want a middle line. So that's it. So I can come to the text again and also write any name for it. So okay, let's say I call it London. Let me call it the London section, London, and it's on top. I can also bring it to the bottom and then to the left. Yeah. Okay, so this is it. If I want to save this as a template now, I can just come here, click this, and say, okay, I already have a London set already. I just did the Asia now. So let's save this template as, let's say, London 2. Let's call it London 2. So if I don't want to, this is Asia I marked, but I named it London, so I can simply come here and click Asia. You see, I've effected the change. So the Asia just came, which was what I used to mark the Asian section. Okay, so then if I want it to be London, I can just right click and then click London 2. See, it gives you London. So that's just how to work with this particular instrument and every other instrument. So you can as well lock it. Let's say, click here. Once you click this box, click it, you can lock it. If you lock it, it means once it's locked, you cannot move it around. Like, it cannot be removed, it cannot be edited again. But if I want to edit it, I'll click it and then unlock it. I can as well clone. Once I clone it, I'll have another one. So I now have 2. I can delete this one. This is how you can work with some of these instrument. I have some other instrument like text. We talked about text in the previous video, so I can also use these arrow markings. Okay, let me click here. This arrow, you can use it to point something also if need be. Okay, then look at the vertical lines. For this this horizontal line, you don't need to hold shift, just click, it's going to draw. If you want to use this other one, it just draws. You don't need to then to hold your shift to make this kind of markings, they will just draw. Then same for the vertical line, you can just click the vertical line. I'm working from this end, but then you can also come to this point to do that vertical line, and then that's it. You can reduce it to 1, you can reduce it to 2. You can as well also change the color to any color of your choice, like let's say red, or let me use purple. So that's it. And then you can also make it a template, save it as a template. So it's quite easy to navigate with this to navigate to TradingView. I use TradingView for my analysis and for virtually everything I do as regards to charts. You must not execute from TradingView, but I think TradingView has a very, very friendly and nice interface for you to play around with or do analysis. So this is this part. So you can use this. Once you click this, you can use it to draw. Yeah. But if you press escape, then it means you are done drawing. I can click this and reduce it to 1, and I can also change the color to yellow, best known to me, or just put it at 2. So you can play with this. So how do I use this? Sometimes let me just delete it and redraw. So I can click this part again. What I simply do is that, let's say the market went up, like price went up, fell down, this, I can now say maybe it's going to drop lower, then I'll click escape. So this is what I can be looking at even while the candles are still there. This is how I use this sometimes. Okay, so these are just the basic things you want to know, and how to set up your favorite. So I've talked about how to set up your favorite and all that. So if you want to edit this your chart, you're not comfortable with my color orange and black, you can just simply come here. I've talked about this in the initial video. So go to the symbols and then click this, change it to maybe green, any green of your choice. Any green of your choice, best known to you. Then this one, you can change it to any other color, maybe blue or purple. If you look at the chart, you'll be seeing this effect. You see the effects, but then I'm just cool with orange, and then I'm okay with black. It's best known to you. For the canvas, you can also change the color to a deeper color, yeah, or you can use white, any color of your choice. So this video is basically on how to customize your TradingView, make it look like yours, or not make it look like yours, something you are used to. I don't really like white colors, so I like my chart being kind of dim also. Then you can as well go to the setting from this other end. So look at what I did. From this icon here, you come down, go to the settings. Yeah, so on the canvas, maybe you want to add this. If you want to make your chart clear, you don't want to add any horizontal and vertical lines. If you click here, you have your horizontal and vertical lines. So on the background, if you want to increase their opacity to, let's say this is 19 or 20, I think you can see the lines better. Okay, so let's do this one, same thing for these other ones. So you see that the horizontal and vertical lines are now popping up clearly. So that's it, if you wish to work with that. So having said that, we've come to the end of this very video. So my vertical lines, horizontal and vertical, so I'll keep them at 6 and 7, like the way I'm okay with them being faint to an extent. Okay, so yeah, I'm good on that. So that's it. Okay, one more thing I didn't tell you about that. So still on this horizontal and vertical line, you can also choose them to be black. Yeah, you can choose them to be black. and they must not be white. This is best known to you. Let's say 14. This one as well, make it 14 or so. Yeah, so they are now matching. So this is how you get started, and it's that simple. So thank you for watching. Join next time. Thank you.